So you're doing it conscious. So you're conscious that you're doing it then.
No, I'm consciously rejecting the falsehood that contradicts my Quran.
Welcome to One Way Apologetics.
Can you hear me? Okay, yeah, good. So yeah, it just depends on how you define the word beget, because the word beget can mean just to create, honestly, right?
How is the Quran? How is the Quran defining the word beget when it says Allah does not beget nor is begotten?
Good. So God, that would be defining as one coming forth from one's essence, right? That's what we reject of Jesus, right? That's what we
Jesus
reject.
says.
According to the Bible, we reject that, right?
But
But
what
what
Jesus says.
he doesn't say that he came forth from the essence.
Yeah, he literally says he proceeds from the Father. He comes forth from the Father. That's literally what.
Yeah, what is it? Yeah, but what does it mean to come forth from someone?
Begetting.
Yeah, that's just the word. I mean, I'm just asking you, like, does he come out of the essence? What does that mean to you?
I just took, well, however how we define the how, that's later on. But the fact that Jesus claims to be the begotten Son who comes forth from the Father, that goes against Islam explicitly, right?
Yeah, if you define as begot as one to come forth from one's essence.
That's literally what Jesus says.
Yeah, so if Jesus saying that, we would reject that. The only thing we would accept, according to the Bible, of course, but if Jesus said like I submit my will to the Father, we would accept that, right? But we reject anything that disagrees with the Quran, with the incorrect meaning.
I know. So, but you said that Jesus submitted to the true God in the Bible, and so therefore Allah is God because Allah is that true God in the Bible that Jesus submitted to. Well, Jesus says about that true God in the Bible that true God begot him and that he comes forth from him. So that literally goes against a core characteristic of Allah, and they can't be the same God.
Good. So I made it clear that in the beginning that we can essentially subtract the things that go against the Quran and just essentially affirm the things that go with the Quran according to chapter 5, verse 48. So if you define as begetting as one coming forth from, I can reject that, as the Quran explicitly states that begetting, God does not beget, that is not attributed to him, in the sense that nothing comes from his essence. You cannot come forth from God's essence. We reject that. Rather, we affirm different meanings of that. We can, that are analytic truthfully to God. So in that sense, I can deny, according to the Bible of Jesus, according to you, that he came from God's essence. So I can,
well, not according to me, according to the Bible, right? You can deny the Bible. You can deny what Jesus says in the Bible, where he says that he's the begotten Son of God who comes forth from the Father. You deny that because it disagrees with the Quran, correct?
Yeah, it contradicts the Quran with that meaning.
Right. So with that being said, then you can't say that Allah is the same God of the Bible who Jesus submitted to, because Jesus says that that's who the true God is, the one who begot him. But you're saying, well, we actually, that part, since it disagrees with the Quran, we get rid of that. But the other part that seems to align with the Quran, that's the part we do agree with. See, and that's literal intellectual dishonesty at its finest. I could do the same thing with the Quran, couldn't I?
Yeah, you could.
Would I be? You're muted, Imam. But would I be? Would that be intellectually honest? Like, would I be having intellectual integrity if I were doing that with the Quran?
Yeah, I don't see the dishonesty in that. If you accept the truth and reject
It's
the falsehood.
confirmation. It's confirmation bias. Do you know what that is, Anas?
We can't. He said that's okay for me to do that.
It's not really it's not really
How is
biased.
it not confirmation bias if you're reading into a text and you're only believing what agrees with you? How is that not confirmation bias?
That's not necessarily, we don't just accept that because we like it, right? That would be bias. We accept that because that's what. Wait, we only accept what's true in the Bible is because
Because it
that's what.
agrees with the Quran.
Yes, but that's not
That's
confirmation bias.
Okay,
No,
so Google
we don't just reject the Bible
Anas,
because we don't like it.
just a second, Anas. Google right now confirmation bias.
Go ahead, define it. Define confirmation bias.
No, I want you to read it because you're saying that I'm defining it wrong. So I want you to read the definition aloud.
I don't have a second device.
I'll do it. I
just want to point out that Anas is lying. he knows this is confirmation bias.
Yeah.
We don't just accept what's true in the Bible because we like it. We accept it
That's
because
really what you said, Anas.
no, we only accept what's true in the Bible is because that's all we can accept, according to the
Because
Quran.
why?
Because the
Because why?
Quran says we can only accept the truth from the Bible.
I want to read it. As a matter of fact, here, let's put it on the screen.
Bias means to like not necessarily just choose something over the other. It means to have the intent.
It says confirmation bias is a psychological phenomenon that influences how people process information. It is the tendency to favor, seek, and remember information that confirms or supports one's existing beliefs or values. Confirmation bias can lead to ignoring or rejecting information that contradicts or challenges one's beliefs. Confirmation bias is largely largely unintentional and unconscious.
Good. So
not doing it on purpose.
Good.
So
it
literally defined as what you said. That what you said is literally confirmation bias.
Good, but yeah, I'm not doing this like unconsciously or unintentionally, and I'm also like when you challenge my belief.
So you're doing it conscious. So you're conscious that you're doing it then.
No, I'm consciously rejecting the falsehood that contradicts my Quran.
So you're consciously using confirmation bias when you're reading the text. You're consciously doing that then, right?
Yeah, I guess with that definition, yeah, I'm consciously doing it because I can only reject what's false in the Bible. I cannot reject the truthhood within it.
Let me ask you a question, Anas.
I really don't see the problem with that. I don't.
No worries. You know, that's your position.